So I'm coming up with a new video, and this is a very small task that I was doing the other day, and I was going through this tokenization. I thought that why not to share with everyone, and there was a great interest. And during in the comments, Mark from Australia mentioned that why not to add word stemming um, at and in these tokens or terms, right? So let's say if the word is allergic, what would be the stemmed version of it? And while I was doing research at it, although I was little bit familiar with this, but not too much, I came up. Um, I got surfaced to two concepts. One was stemming, and another was lemmatization. Um, I I hope I'm saying that correctly. And what I ended up doing was writing script both for both of that. So I'm gonna take you through both of those scripts. But before we go into this, I want to kind of briefly talk about where exactly this step happens, at least in my workflow. So let's say we are doing this keyword research, right? So you would probably go through competitive research, or you would start, let's say, keyword research from scratch in ahrefs or semrush. But then you might also have list of queries or questions or whatever from your Google Search Console or Google Ads, or people also ask scraping, or let's say something like Google Auto Suggest, or Google autocomplete, or things like that. And what I generally do is basically combine all of those keywords in one place, and they become at least, I don't know, 5,000 keywords or something like that. And um, then it's impossible kind of to go through all of those keywords one by one and to say here are my most relevant keyword, because obviously when you scrape like all of these keywords, it is gonna have some unnecessary or non-relevant keywords from your perspective, right? Not those keywords are not meaningful, it's just that from your business or whatever you are doing, those kind of don't make sense. And if, let's say, you are resource rich and it's not a problem, then one approach could be that you take those keywords and put it into SERP-based clustering, and then you cluster those keywords. I mean, that would also make sense. There is no problem with that. But because it would cost you probably $3 for 1,000 keywords, it's better kind of to save those dollars. At least that's my approach has been. So um, that's exactly the task, and that is time consuming. And even though, I don't know, it depends on how big your keyword is and how often you do keyword research. Although this is helpful for me, I mean, at least this is what I do. So I thought, why not to write a script for that and share it with everyone. Now, in this script, what you will see is that, also, if you are watching this on YouTube right now and if you haven't joined my newsletter, please do, because I'll be sending this in an email. But what in the script, what we are doing is, first we are installing these dependencies. Although in Google Colab they come pre-installed, you just have to import it. So we are importing it here, and then you have to upload this keywords file here. So what I have done is, I have linked it here, and I have given the exact sheet that I have used. This has probably 3,000 keywords or so, so that you'll be able to achieve the exact results that I am seeing on my end. So once you download that and upload it here using this upload, you can run this. So you will first have, you have just basically imported that. There are roughly 3,000 keywords here. Then what we do is that within the same BF data frame, we are adding this column, and we are saying that this column should basically split string by space, and this is what it is doing. So I will run this again, and now we have a keyword, and then that keyword is splitting into three different terms. Now What I also want to do is I want to say now I want to create one column where I have each of these terms, but then within those terms, I also want to retain my original keyword so that I can go and refer back. Then I want to calculate the frequency of how many times this is getting repeated, and then how many number of keywords are there. So technically this should match, but I think we are removing some of the keyword where um, there are double space or something like that. So these number are going to be different, but it will get solved going forward. So when you will run this, you will have this results. Now, right off the bat, what you're seeing is that in terms of reviewing, um, your keyword has reduced from 3000 to almost half. And then you can even further reduce it, and you can do lemmatization and stemming here. So we carried this forward from terms original keywords, but then we added these two columns where we are getting the stemmed version and lemmatized version of the keyword. And then what we can do is we could group it by the stemmed version. So we can say, and you can explore this here, you can run this, and then you can quickly explore this. This would give you lots of different ways to filter. So for example, here you can see that a term called audit, which is a stemmed version, has three different variation of it, is like auditing, audits, and audit. And then here are all the keywords that basically uses that. Now let's say if you are, I don't know, inspection software company, and um, you probably, I don't know, let's say don't deal in cloud, or I think there was Microsoft on first page, so let's go there. So let's say somehow you don't want to think about Microsoft at all, or management, or whatever it is, then you can use these, and you can say, I want to exclude this entire vector of keywords that is not relevant to us. That's how I have been using it. As you go into it, probably you will find it helpful. But you can now find a bunch of different things. Let's say if one of the topic is about like job or jobs, then if you will go through these one by one, you will find job, and then you will put a filter, then you will find something, then you will put a filter. In this you can develop this filter by yourself. So this is a stemmed version, and then here is this lemmatized version of it. In this it is giving you 1500, here it is giving you 1429, depending on what your keyword is and database is. You will see that happening. Now you can also say that it basically only helpful for all the keywords where you have more than one. If it is one or less, you will have to still um, do that one by one. But I feel like it would be still be helpful. So I guess that's it. I hope you found this valuable, and if you are seeing this on LinkedIn, please do share if possible, and feel free to give me your feedback so that I can improve next time. If you have ideas to share, I know some of you have messaged me and asked me to do some videos on Google Search Console API, which I'll be doing soon as well. Thank you so much, and see you soon.